Greetings and welcome to the Pastor's Message. I'm Bishop Larry D. Palmer, Senior Pastor of Israel Total Life Ministries. We look forward to serving you today. October is also Domestic Violence Month. It brings me to mind of a story of Joseph, a young man. Theologically, we believe that he was around 17 years old and was favored by his father. And he had brothers that loved him, but they really hated him for being the favorite son. The story is told through the Bible in Genesis that Joseph was unliked by his brothers because he was a dreamer. He had a dream that his brothers would one day serve him, and then he had a follow-up dream that his brothers and his father and others would bow down and be part of his rule. And it caused the brothers to hate him more and more and more. On top of that, his father gave him a coat of many colors, and that just kind of kicked it off, where the brothers said, we don't want him to be around us, not part of us, therefore creating a hate that could not be tempered. One afternoon, the brothers were tasked to go out and to go to another land to feed the livestock, and Joseph didn't go along. Later, his father sent him out to check on his brothers, only to find out that they saw him from afar off, and they decided to do some terrible things to him. As a matter of fact, they planned his death because they hated him so bad. They took him, they put him in a pit, they sold him to the Ishmaelites. Joseph went on to become, with his dream that God has given unto him, the vision God has given unto him, he became to become part of Potiphar's house. He had a terrible time then. He was thrown in prison, and finally he got to Egypt, where God had him to serve, and people were going through the dream that God had given him years before. But the moral of the story is that domestic violence is still occurring. It occurred to Joseph, where his brothers got to the point where they even wanted to kill him. They threw him into a pit, and many of us now are going through the same thing in this particular present day, where we go through pits with our families. Domestic violence is something that needs to be adhered to, paid attention to, and also prayed about. I pray that if domestic violence is occurring in your family, that you will put it to prayer. As a matter of fact, turn it all over to the Lord. He certainly can handle it. This has been Pastor Palmer, again with the Pastor's Message.